Hey everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends today, or tonight, July 8th, 2019. Vechain. Yeah, talking about Vechain. Bullish. We're going to be taking a look at its chart, and we're going to see why I think I'm bullish. Okay? I'll explain to you why I am bullish on this chart. Please keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion. So let's go take a look at Vechain. Go over to, am I streaming? Yeah, I'm streaming. Great. Okay, let's go over to, oh, I just had it up. I must have killed it. Well, let's go to Ocean X. And waiting for that to come up. Okay, and we're going to go down and find, one thing before we do that. Look at Tick. Tick is up like 62% today. Oh man, yeah, man, on USD it's 61%, and it was up higher earlier. I mean, it's just big old, I don't know. Okay, so let's get serious now. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Okay, the Bitcoin vet pairing. So here it is. Right now it's down about 10%. Okay. Let me go ahead and blow this up. And yes, I am looking at it on Ocean X. Kind of getting away from Binance, you know. A lot of people are. Let me go ahead and change these over to bars. There. Much better for me. Okay, so this is on the 4-hour. Let's go ahead and take a look at it on the day so you can see what's going on here. Okay, so that's the daily chart. It's doing its thing. It got the Walmart news, and then it just dumped, right? And then it's basically still dumping. Doesn't look good. Look at the huge buys in here. We also have some huge sells. A lot of fighting going on. If we take a look at it on the 4-hour, let me scroll on over there. Okay, we can see what's going on. So we've come down quite a bit, boom, and then we hit this little trading zone area where it came down, it came up and had an automatic rally, an AR. It came down, tested this low. I have this is marked up according to Wyckoff stuff. And so this point here, I actually have it on top of the, it's called the preliminary supply that's coming in. And it goes up. It's like a little ding here, and so that's what I was thinking what the preliminary supply was. And I like to put a line there for my own style. Anyway, so we have the trading line going on here, buying climax, selling climax down at the bottom. So why am I bullish? If we're looking at this, we have this huge spike down, and one thing is that somehow that got changed from bars. Must have been when I changed the time. Okay, what happened here is that on this huge sell, it was a huge sell on pretty much low volume, right? So it didn't take a whole lot of volume to make it go down all the way. But then it got bought right back up, okay? So it was boom, boom, just a real quick down and out. That would be like a huge stop hunt, okay? But that's actually a bullish sign. And as we can see from that point there forward, we started having an increase, a pretty good increase in volume. Okay, so large things in charts kind of tend to mean something a lot of the times. Watch for changes. There are signs of changes. So this was a sign of this happened to bring increasing volatility and volume, big time. And what do we have here? Down at this level, it's basically been right around in this range, trying to come back up to where it was. And it has been trading. It came down here at this point. This is about 57 sats. Went up, did a test, came back down, did a lower test, went back up. You know, that type of thing, doing tests. Basic overall trend is, if you go way back here, yeah, is down. But just looking at this area here, it's still down on the micro, but we have this huge wick here, basically, this huge bar, and it got pushed all the way up. That's what the bullish part is, okay? Is that it got pushed up. That's bullish. And then also, what do we have here? We have several strong buys on, you know, the bar height is pretty high, and it's on relatively low volume for the most part. I mean, not near as low as it used to be, but relative. It's on, you know, I guess you'd call it moderate volume, but not like these guys here. Those are real small, but this one was pretty large. So that's an interesting thing. Same as these guys here. So that means that the order book got cleared. Whoop. Price shot up. It came back down. That's actually a bullish sign. So we have 1, 2, 3. Threes are an important thing. You see a lot of things, a lot of patterns that if you're looking into patterns and stuff like that, where a lot of groupings come in threes. That's just for those pattern people out there. Anyway, what I see right now is I see really low buys, buy orders here, really low buy volume. And the sell volume is pretty much the same, but real small buys. And yet it's starting to go up, okay? That's an important thing right here. It's starting to go up. It's at its bottom. It looks like to me that it's found its resistance at the 570 mark, right around there, 57 sats. So we'll see what goes up. If we scroll on out to this scale here, what a lot of people call this can be this is like a low demand sell-off. This point here is a low demand, or actually a high demand test, but it's a test to the lower bounds, and that's as far as it can go. So what happens here a lot is that it starts going higher. And so I'm looking for it to do something like this, and this could actually turn into what in Wyckoff we call a spring. So that's what I'm looking for, is because it's so far below. We hit it once, we came back in this region, got slammed down again on very, very, very high volume. Lots of buy pressure going up. But the thing is, yeah, there's lots of buy pressure from the general public, but from an institution or whatever, they're slamming this thing down for whatever reason. But now I think there's going to be actually a spring, because that's what it looks like to me. It basically looks like a spring. So I'm looking for something for it to come back in this trading range and eventually do a test up here on this level here, which is at 106 sats, right around there. So we'll see. Go ahead and kill all that. But yeah, so that looks like a spring, and it is bullish. The fundamentals on Vechain are bullish beyond belief. It's just totally incredible. They have talk about a stable coin. The transactions are going through the roof, right? There's a lot of transactions on the mainnet. You have the Walmart thingy. That's just going bonkers. It's just one thing after another. Vechain, do your research on that, okay? Do your research on Vechain. Look at the volumes here, spiking up from really nothing to medium to, I mean, just increasing almost double, right? So a lot of interest, a lot of activity going into Vechain right now. Keep your eyes open for it, and yeah. So if you like Vechain, tell me why. And it is not a scam, in my opinion. That is absolutely for sure. They have too many things going on. Too many things going on. And I'm going to do a video on that tomorrow, on connecting the dots. Kind of give you guys a bigger picture of the way I see things in Vechain and where it's heading in the future. So watch that. Watch out for that video tomorrow. Okay. Could be the next day. I might have something come up tomorrow, but I'm definitely working on it. Anyway, guys, that's about it. Just kind of keeping this one kind of short and sweet. Don't want to look at BTC. And we'll look at it real quick because it's having a good day. It's up like 11-12%, right? People are just going crazy. Oh, Bitcoin. And yeah, it's like the granddaddy, and there it is. It's catching up. Yeah, it's at 12. So yeah, another parabolic. What happens on that? Yeah, look for what I'm looking for is a little bit stuff coming in like this. And we'll see. The longer it, I mean, it doesn't have to hold like that, but there's a lot of interesting things that are going on out in the universe, let's say. So we'll see what happens with BTC, but it looks like, let's see, what can we call from this from Wyckoff? Okay, definite, buying climax. Rally, test. Okay, so it's right in the middle of its trading range. So yeah, you can expect for it to bounce around in here. That's basically what I'm looking at. Between 14 and 10.8. Alright, not too exciting really. There is a lot of huge volume here of late, which is quite interesting. Also, another point here, what's causing this, I think, is a little city that you may have heard of called Hong Kong. Yeah, they still have the protests going on in Hong Kong. Not very much of it's reported in the news. Certainly not in mainland China, that's for sure. So there's a lot of people that are looking to have capital flight, okay, to put their capital someplace safer than wherever they have it currently. That's what they're thinking. So this is a bump from that, and so we could see something. Keep your eyes on Hong Kong, okay? Anyway, that's about it, guys. Like, subscribe, get notified. Hey, John Phillip, how's it going? Lost 350 in vet, still waiting. Yeah, it's a long-term hold for me. I mean, I'm not really interested in the price at that. And yeah, Mark, it's VAT's at 57 sats. Totally crazy. It's the value here is totally off. Okay, the value here is totally off. It does not match the price at all. Let me bring something up. I'll show you here right quick. Here's a tweet. DNVGL signed a deal with Tencent. Yeah, Tencent Global, the owner of WeChat. Yeah, did you know that? And they're going to be providing blockchain, artificial intelligence, and other internet management strategies. Yeah. This was signed back in December. Yeah, this is signed back in December. There's a picture. DNVGL, hooked up. DNVGL is an owner of Vechain. Yeah, they are. They have equity in Vechain. They don't own them outright. No, they're a lesser owner, but yeah, they have a pretty good stake in them. And yeah, just keep on watching for stuff. Yeah, WeChat. Yeah, and all of a sudden they're talking about stable coins. Sunny was talking about stable coins in the AMA. Yeah. And then there's news about there's a lot of pressure that China's feeling from Facebook's Libra. Yeah. Interesting. I'll cover some of that in the video. And then yeah, I know it's been price-wise, this thing's been in like a dump. But if you take a look at it over here on the Binance, and we go to VET versus BTC. Let me blow this up. You see these lines here? These are bots. Okay? Bots. All these straight lines. Okay? It is 100% controlled. Okay, we can make it go up a little bit like this, or a little bit down. And that's about it. But look at this. From one sat going up, one sat going down on the buys and the sells respectively. So you have 59, 60, 61, 62, blah 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 blah, right? Look at the amount of Bitcoin that is here. So you're looking at 4, almost 4.5, almost 5, all the way up. There's 13 Bitcoin here. Same as down here, just a ton of Bitcoin. Okay, ton of Bitcoin in the order book. And what they're doing is that they're just pushing it down, and they're pushing it up, and they're pushing it down. They're just the bots are just giving them one sat at a time. The thing is that there's actually quite a bit of pressure of buys in here from retail, where we go in and buy, but there's no way you're going to get past, I mean, right here, the first 3 lines for 2 sats, that's 10 Bitcoin. And, you know, that's a lot. It's the thing is, if we take all this and we go look at Bitcoin, we have more Bitcoin in Vechain in the order books, because I'm looking here at the amount of BTC, than BTC has. I mean, these would all be like 3. Okay, there's a 4. Okay, there's a 0.9. But we're looking at a whole bunch of 4s, a 12. It's like, come on, guys, there's nothing in this. Okay, there's a 23. Okay, fine. That's one of those orders that just vanishes, right? But yeah, we have more BTC controlling Vechain than BTC has. It's amazing. Anyway, that's my little rant. Yeah, cool. A dedicated video on Vet. Yeah, I actually have quite a few of them. Mark, go back and check my videos. I have a lot of videos on Vechain, actually. You've been a long-time holder since Ven? Yeah, me too. It's awesome. Totally awesome to see its growth and what they're doing. Price sucks. I mean, that's for sure. But there's reasons for it. We just don't know who's doing it and why. But it's manipulated. And that's too bad. But it also means that they are over the target. And you wouldn't get flack like that if you were not a threat or a danger to somebody. So that's actually another bullish sign. And yeah, it's a long-term hold for me. I'm really not worried about the price. The only thing I do is when it gets low, I say, hey, it's an opportunity. We'll see. But then sometimes you have a terrible syndrome, which is LOF syndrome, lack of fiat, right? Anyway, that's that. Yeah, RT says damn whale's always pushing down Vet, but when it pops, they'll be one of the biggest runs. It very well could be. I mean, it could be absolutely huge, tremendous. I mean, if they get the walls off, that's when we'll actually see real price happen. So we'll see until that day. Hopefully that happens, right? Oh, you want to know my thoughts on OCE Vet pairing? Yeah, I like it. I'm a holder of OCE. Check out OCE, guys. I have OCE, and I have player, a little bit of player. But yeah, this is versus Vet. Yeah, it's going up. Keep in mind that it's because also Vet is going down, so this is going to inverse, so it's just kind of like holding steady. If we look at it versus USD, it's down 3%. But then overall, look at that. I mean, it's right around in here. It's in its trading range. They had a reaccumulation down here. Yeah. So I just got to extend these lines. It's doing its thing in its trading range here. So I'm looking for it to come up above this line sometime. So we'll see. Yeah, that's the little trading range. It came out here, did a lower test. Yeah. It's looking good to me. It's just doing its thing. I've never looked at the Google Trends on Vechain. I'll have to take a look at that, Steve. What's interesting about it? A lot of people looking at it, looking it up. Probably out of China. I mean, my gosh. You have Walmart, all those people using Vechain at Walmart now, right? What do you think's going to happen when all of a sudden the Chinese Walmart shoppers can buy Vechain? Whoa. Yeah, Cat Chichi says vet BTC first come first serve, long time to get the order filled. Yep. Yeah, and JB thinks when it pops it'll be huge. Yeah, it could be. Oh, and Cat Chichi says they started doing the same thing with the key, up and down a couple cents at a time as vet. That's right. That is the other. There's only like 3 coins that are real threats, okay, in this market. And I'm talking to businesses, okay? I'm talking about businesses, and one is Vechain. Vechain is a terrible threat to business. By a threat, I mean disruptive. It is disruptive. And what they're doing is that they're getting a lot of the partnerships that a lot of the other cryptos want. They're going to go and build their little app and say, oh, Walmart, will you partner with us? Please, Walmart. You know, and that's kind of like what they're doing. But Vechain is getting the partnerships, and big one after big one after big one. Every time it gets an announcement, it takes a dump. And it appears to me that if let's say you go in with $10 million and you go buy up the sell wall, okay? You buy it all up. Fine. The person will say, okay, well, I got all these, I have all these Bitcoins now, basically, if you bought it on the VET BTC pair. Fine. Let's go and buy VET over a little bit longer period of time. And as I get a big chunk of it, let's dump it again. Dump. Will the guy lose money? Yeah. Yeah, the guy's going to lose money. The whale's going to lose money. Thing is, does that matter? I don't think it matters to them. I think they want VET out no matter what cost. No matter if it costs them a lot of money or not. Because if VET succeeds, they're done. And I think VET is going to succeed. So a lot of people are going to be done. Anyway, that's just me. We'll see. But the key, very, very interesting project. Do your research on the key. It's up, actually. Bada bing. 12% today. Yay. Where can you get the key? TKY. You can get it on KuCoin. Yeah, and it's had a terrible downstream, just like VET. Thing is, with the key, they're working with the People's Bank of China on coming up with a solution, a cryptocurrency solution that the people can use, some type of payment solution. The key is basically doing the identity verification stuff for human resources, Social Security stuff there, pensions, So it's an infrastructure project for China. They got approval. They got government approval from their pilot test program 25 days early. I mean, they said end of June, and they announced it way early. And so the end of June comes, and people are saying, whoa, where's the announcement? Well, it was 25 days in the past. I mean, they came early. And so that's what the key does. Under promise and over delivers. Or so Catherine says, okay? But yeah, do your research on the key. They really don't have a lot of communication as far as like daily stuff goes. They have a lot of stuff going on right now, guys. They are like busy trying to get their mainnet going. Things are changed in China with this whole Facebook thing. That just threw a big wrench in the wash. They are just, man, they are busy. Okay, they don't have time for marketing or anything. They got to get this stuff figured out. Payment solution, and they're part of connecting the dots. Do your research on them. But the key, huge project, extremely inexpensive right now. People think they're doing an exit plan, and it's fine, let them think that, but man, they're an infrastructure project for the country of China. Do your research on it, and you tell me what you think, if that is indeed true. But they apparently are under very heavy pressure going down as well. Not as much as BTC, they're on a smaller exchange. Not as much as Vechain, but still being pushed down quite a bit. You want to know what I think some threats are? Let's say you're a grocery store and you don't want to invest $1 billion or don't have $1 billion to invest in updating your infrastructure, your logistics. You just don't have the money to do that, okay? You have some money, yeah, but you don't have that kind of money, and then it won't cost you $1 billion probably. That's huge for Walmart, right? But there's others out there that they just don't want to or are unable to put in that type of investment to get updated, or they just don't want to, okay, for whatever reason. So they would be grocery competitors to Walmart, and I'm talking mainly here in the US, okay, mainly here in the US. Other things that are out there is, well, I'll just say, go ahead and put who you think in the chat, okay? Who do you think what type of business do you think Vechain is disrupting? Okay? Follow that line of thought and you'll answer those questions. You want to know if I think Vechain is a better investment than BTC? Oh. It depends. If they try to make any more improvements to Bitcoin, then I would definitely say Vechain, yes. If they keep Bitcoin the way it is without improvements, then yeah, I would like both of them actually, because Bitcoin has some different things going for it than Vechain does. I mean, it has a different path. They're not like competing. So I hold both. I hold both. As far as the better one goes, which one can like 10x or whatever, that's up to you. Oh, and hey, BA wants to know what I think about Player. Well, I have some. I picked some up. And I picked it up on the vet pair. There it is, down 3.5% today. No big deal. Long-term hold. So yeah, so I got some. And then it did its little spike up, came back down. Yeah, so we'll see if it can come up and actually hit this line. So we'll see where it goes. I do have a target for it. So we'll see if it hits that magic box. We'll see. And that would just kind of like bring it up where it was a little bit before. But to me, it looks like it's just doing like a soft landing. We'll see what player has to say. But yeah, it's just doing its normal, like cups. Call them cups, okay? This was an unusual one, so it threw everything off. But yeah, it's just doing cups. Up, down, up, down. So we'll see. But that's where I have it going on, somewhere around there. We'll see. It could go lower, right? Yeah. But I like it. For me, it's a long-term hold. I don't have like a huge amount in it, you know. It's just, it's like cheap, man. I mean, look at all those zeros. 0.00008. Yeah. Anyway, that's about it, guys. Time for me to bail. So thanks for watching. Tell me what you guys think of player. How you like vet. How you like Vechain, that is. Yeah. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.